This will be a difficult mission carried out by a select few, and right now, you're the only one capable of leading it.
Calnus, full speed! Engage!
Being a captain means you have to take responsibility for an entire ship, an entire crew.
Hey guys, Lucky Ojo here, coming at you with episode 10, double digits finally, of Star Ocean: The Last Hope 4K remaster for the PlayStation 4. So, last time we left off, we finally finished the planet of Lumeris, and we are heading to the planet that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to bother. It starts with a C, and the next thing we need to do is rest. So, I believe we have done all the player actions. I apologize, last episode was very player action heavy, but that's a huge part of Star Ocean, so man, I'm wiped. Maybe I should rest a bit. Yes, rest until arrival. Oh, I always feel bad when I do this, but we're gonna roll with it. Because I always feel like I miss the player actions, and like player actions are such a huge thing for getting like very specific character things, and if you don't do it, you don't get it, the stuff. Now approaching destination coordinates. Please prepare for a warp out. No cool cutscene. I guess we're not Mass Effect. So, I think this game came out before Mass Effect. I can't remember which one. Chicken and egg. Don't know which one came out first. I think I'm still in orbit. Yeah, so let's go to the cockpit. Actually, wait one. Am I missing some talking stuff? I don't know why I would look in the bathrooms, but yeah, why not? There we go. Somehow me walking to the cockpit makes us warp out of it. I wish I had precision napping skills, like Edge. What is that? No wonder I can't pronounce it. It looks like it belongs in like Far Cry Blood Dragon. Or like Halo 6 death metal.
So, this is the Cardianon home planet? It doesn't look like any planet I've ever seen.
Word.
Yes, more like a giant space fortress.
It's all chunky and spiny and looks like it'd hurt.
However, our coordinates are correct. This is Arcturus 8, Cardianon.
What's happening? Report!
The fortress is emitting some kind of magnetic field. We're being pulled in.
A tractor beam?
That's no moon.
We can't break free. Forgive me. If only I'd noticed sooner.
Edge, they're not responding to communications.
Pulling us in without so much as a warning. That's not playing very nice.
Edgy, are we gonna get captured?
Hey, look on the bright side. Maybe we're guests.
Guests, right.
You are pretty chill about the situation. So is Limmel, but like I think it's just because Limmel doesn't have like emotion, like the emotional spectrum. This is like Star Wars Episode 4, and the vibe is so heavy it's not even like subtle. Like, if we just character model swapped the Millennium Falcon, this is literally
We've
like
landed.
the same thing.
No damage to the ship.
No welcoming party, huh?
Just put like an R2-D2
Either they
costume
don't think
on the
much
wall.
of us, or they've set us a trap.
Their tractor beam is still in operation. I think we can safely say they've no intention of letting us go.
All right, here's what we're going to do. First, gather information on anything related to the Aquila or the mystery object on Limeris. Second, deactivate the tractor beam and get the hell out of this fortress. Judging by their welcome, we may end up having to fight with Cardianon along the way, but let's hope that doesn't happen. That's all. Any questions? Great. Let's go.
Yep. Third, rescue Princess Leia as we shut off the tractor beam. Obi-Wan, you shut down the tractor beam. Luke, Han, Chewie, you rescue Princess Leia. We can't disable the tractor beam from here. Infiltrating the facility itself seems to be our only option. We've already been invited in, so we might as well accept their warm welcome. I think the Cardinon would understand us if we could just talk it out with them. They've seen... Thank you, Edge, for your pragmatism for once. They've seized the Caldas, Raimi. But at least they were polite about it. They didn't hurt us. I mean, they could have blew you up, but like, they might just be stealing your tech, dog. Like, I'm sure everything will be fine. Probably. Like, ultra pacifist. Why did we get caught? We didn't do anything wrong, okay? I wonder if it's like a tick with her, or if she just like always just says K. I don't know what the K thing's about, but we're gonna roll with it. Let's see what we got. Lay of the land. We got a chest up over here. This ship looks vaguely familiar. We have to be somewhat cautious, as if a character dies, we cannot currently bring them back. There's another chest over here. Defense seeds. We can use that in our cooking. We found something with that. I forgot there was such a robust system for crafting in this. And there's lizard stormtroopers. And whatever those things
Must
are.
make the most of our chance.
What is that? That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. Stop.
Here I come!
Where's this commando at?
All right, nice job.
Draconic Smasher weapon data. Now that sounds exciting.
I knew they weren't going to play nice with us.
It appears we have no choice. We'll simply have to proceed prepared for battle.
So, like, when did you know they weren't going to play nice? When they hostile took over a planet? When they infected it with a deadly disease? Or when they tractor beamed you in without your permission? Or failed to speak with you on communications? Ominous, maybe?
They haven't noticed.
Come on!
Rise up,
was just getting warmed up. Bring 'em on.
This feels pretty good, Kay.
Good enough enemies. So I'm thinking that it already adds the +1. I know we talked before in the previous episode as to what level that is, and I was thinking it was either the... Oh, I'm trying to figure out what things are what now. Wait, was basil what I needed? No, fresh sage is what I needed. Basil does paralysis. Fresh sage is what allows you to resurrect. I was gonna say, they give me 5 of what I need to resurrect. Like, you guys don't need to resurrect. I don't even care these traps. You guys broke at the boss battle. Even though technically you guys the one that started that boss battle, so we're not really bros.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring 'em on.
I'm gonna beat you. Just keep your cool. We'll be fine. Coalesce and incinerate my enemies.
I should probably
I was just getting warmed up.
get
Bring
one of
'em on.
those tech only hits to do like the 1% recharge, maybe. I feel like it wouldn't be as effective as I'm thinking it will be, because I'm not fighting enough battles for it to make an effect. It'd be nice to get like chain encounters to get that SP, but I don't know how I'm gonna finagle that. And I don't see anything like plastic explosives or anything here. There's a gimmick. That's kind of why I was walking around the way I was. That's where I came in. I need to head south. Whoa. Don't mind me. Really, I just don't want to get surprised, which is why I'm kind of running around those dudes.
Come on. let's
Also,
do
where I
this.
was, like, I think like 2 episodes ago, I was like, man, I'm so high level that these guys don't even hurt me. Like, these dudes are carrying me. So, like, true RPGs, they are stepping up the game exponentially
I was just
to the point where,
Bring 'em on.
Maybe now I can be of
There
some
we
help
go.
to everyone.
Rami file up. You have to like continuously grind, and this is and I haven't been. Oh wow, there's a blue one there. I have not done anything off screen, and like, which shows. So like, without me doing anything off screen, in between the things are like getting more
Wonderful.
challenging,
I'm so glad everyone's
which
safe.
it
Now that's what I'm talking
can or
about.
cannot be a good thing, right?
This
Like,
feels pretty good.
you guys
Kay.
get to actually see like challenge and fighting. Not that I'm particularly good at this game by any means, but you definitely get to see the difference in playstyle. I don't one shot
Now's our
everything.
chance.
But it also shows that this game the game actually is as well. The game does
I
have
was
some
just getting
challenge
warmed
to it.
up. Bring 'em on.
You don't just walk over and one-shot everything. Where is everything? So I'm going to go up north first, if it lets me, into this obvious trap. Yeah. And hopefully that encounter link,
Let's do this. We must make them ice.
if I was lucky, so I can get SP from every fight. If I'm lucky. Yes. Cool. Because I'm pretty... Yes, it did. Okay, cool. The ambush thing. Because... I think we've covered it before, but basically SP is how you get,
I was just getting
skills?
warmed up. Bring 'em on.
Useful experience indeed.
Bro, did Faith level up again? Like, is it just me, or is Faith leveling up like 3 times faster than everybody else in this game? I mean, it's whatever, but like,
Now's our chance.
geez.
Yeah.
I don't really need them to, like,
Wonderful.
get critical hitted by
So
me.
glad everyone's
I just
safe.
need them to be confused so that they get hit by everybody else. Good job, Raimi. You do you. You're doing good work there. Defense breaker. And then the SP, as I was saying before, I got kind of distracted by that whole battle there. There's individual SP, which I'm getting individual SP by getting the 1 point per battle now. And then you get party SP when we do things like open chest and things like that. So whenever you get to make a skill and improve it, like the smithing and alchemy and things like that when we were doing the crafting, we improve those with your, you can automatically do it with your, I don't know why I say so much, I apologize. Like, I saw that when I was in the last video, like, I think a third of my words were the word and then I just did it again. That's not good. So you use you can use your individual SP for each character. But let's say there's a skill you really need to improve. You can borrow from the party SP. It's not really borrow, it's take. The party SP pool exists to take things that you find critical and want to really improve regardless of where you're taking it from. Which is an interesting, like, thunder ring.
I can't keep being a nuisance forever.
Oh, Raimi leveled up.
Feels pretty good.
And Limmel? Alright. Offer open a chest. That's a unique way to level up, but I'll take it. It just means they were close to leveling up to begin with. It's a very interesting strategic view on how to do things. It's the same way that, like, Star Ocean, even from the very first Star Ocean, allowed you to uniquely place skills. Like, if you notice, we get skill books, and we kind of place the skill books where we want, within reason. In this particular Star Ocean, like, they limit where certain skill books can go, but only within reason too. Like, for instance, the hiding skill has to go to, like, casters. Like, you can't have Edge learn hiding, which kind of like all of the but it makes sense for, like, whereas critical hit can be learned by people that are more in the front row.
Bring 'em on!
Let's open that. Some fortitude potion. And then we head south from here. This is almost eerily reminiscent of Dungeon of the Endless now. Where you just go room to room. Got some resource management in this bad boy movie. Right up there. So I don't mean to show you guys all these things, but I don't know which one of these will be important, so I apologize.
Useful experience indeed.
You guys see, but we're kind of just following the path now. And once again, I can't hold a handful of berries. As we do our non-Death Star, but totally a Death Star mission. I imagine we are destined to go south. What? Oh. This time when I got my ring, I had 2 charges. Maybe there'll be a place where I can charge the ring. Because I get the sensation that it will be useful to me somewhere. I also think it's interesting that I get elemental rings.
Don't have time to play around. I was just getting warmed up. Bring him on.
I also find it interesting that Edge is always just getting warmed up. Like, I get his playful banter. It kind of reminds me of the Tails series. Although, I will say the Tails series probably has the best playful banter. Wisdom Bracelet. I like where we're going with this. I will take a look at... Keep going down the skills every time. Yeah. I will risk taking fire damage to improve the intelligence and defense. Because she's my caster. Mainly because none of these guys cast fire anyway. Like, it made halfway sense when we were fighting the lizard people who did a lot of fire spells, like the dragon newts. I had lost their names
I could have done
temporarily,
this all by myself.
as I had this
Now
huge
that's
brain
what I'm
fart.
talking about.
Freeze nearby enemies when blindsiding. Well, I'll be okay. So not only do I freeze the blindsided enemy, but I freeze nearby enemies. Also, I got another thing here that I want to take a look at. So taunt attracts attention of enemies. Yeah, I'd rather have that for Edge because that makes more sense to have. But I think I would probably have to put that on. No, I don't. Okay. He's just more likely to pull their attention now. Which I prefer, because I'd rather not have it to Raimi. You almost got me surprised there. So I think the way that it works between the red ones and the... Ow. Don't do that. The red and the blue. There we go.
Here I come.
Is the blues are more melee. Like the red ones, they have... Well, no. The blue ones also have that big laser thing. Maybe the red ones just have a stronger attack? Or is it like a stronger version?
I was just getting warmed up.
I don't know what
Bring him on.
their deal is. Maybe they're like a... They call them the Assaulter, which is why I thought they were more melee based, but maybe I just have no idea. Which would not be the first time. Nor the last. Oh man, you almost got me. And somehow I got them, because I am not going to lie to you, they should have got me. Pretty sure my back was to them, not the other way around. But somehow the RNG position. I'm not complaining.
I was just getting warmed up.
I
Bring
feel
him
bad
up.
for them.
Maybe now I can be of some help to everyone.
Damage minus 5%. I feel like I won as far as like who got better there, but kudos. Monster Jewel. I forget what Monster Jewels do, but we have a few of those. door. So that one worked the other way. 100% I was facing it. 700 enemies. My goodness. I have been fighting some people. Because if you think about it, we were only on our second planet. So this is the third planet, technically. Right? So like, we just entered the third planet and I've killed 700 enemies.
Bring them on!
Maybe now I can be of some help to everyone.
This feels pretty good, Kay.
And that's only as Edge. Like, I have technically played as other characters, just not a whole lot. This way. I'll take $1,000. You think at some point I would learn that if you walk into a door while a guy is chasing you, that when you leave the door, the guy is right outside of it? But I don't learn that lesson.
I must say, that wasn't good.
And I think one of the reasons that this irritates me so badly is like, in the not so distant past, I was replaying through Resident Evil 5. And this exact thing happened to me with an enemy that insta-kills you. And then I got insta-killed from this exact thing. I was running away because it's Resident Evil.
I was just getting warmed up.
If you're
Bring
one of the people
them
that kill every enemy in Resident Evil, like, you're probably playing Resident Evil incorrectly. And so I was like going around grabbing correct items that I needed or whatever. And I could hear the monster coming, and I was in a tiny room and there's only one exit. And I was like, okay, cool. I have time. Only to kick open the door with it literally on the other side of the door, having already gone halfway through its insta-kill animation. So like, you can't dodge, or you don't have time to dodge because it's already halfway through its insta-kill animation, only to like receive its insta-kill. And it's like, well, it's been real, guys. Like, I guess we'll just continue on. And then I just died, and then had to restart. And I was like, well, what did we learn? And what's funny is it happened more than once. And I'm like, maybe we need to change up the strategy.
We don't have time to play around.
Something. And then to make it even more funny, like, fast forward a couple of days, playing Star Ocean, and then walk in the door, and then the enemy chases me in the door. The door shuts, and I'm like, alright, cool. Grab a chest, walk out of the door, and shocker, the enemy is still there, and then it surprises me. And I'm like, man, how did that enemy get there? I don't know how I preemptive attacked that enemy. Sometimes I wish I knew how certain things were programmed. And I know that sounds like super random, but like, when certain enemies fall, whether or not you can hit them with a downward slash is interesting. So we need to go down these stairs, right where I'm at. I'm going to go to the left first, because I want to see what is over here. Mainly, I want to see if there's chests. And there is one. Because if you were going to hide something of reasonable value, you would hide it. Yeah, see, there's chain combos. Do I want to use it on Limo? I'm going to save it for now. In the event that we get someone that replaces Limo. And not because I know that there's going to be someone that replaces Limo. I honestly don't remember. But I don't remember Limo being a favorite character of mine. Auto healing. I'm glad I came here. Let's take a look at who can use auto healing. Gradually restores HP. Well, yeah, Edge, because I always suck. What, does that have to be? Yeah, that has to be on one of these. So, when taking damage from an enemy, barely ever do anything. Gradually restores HP during a battle. Yeah. Skill boost. I've been slowly getting skills. So, like, you see now I have individual SP. So I'm going to level this up, and to use individual character SP is X. So I level it at 6. So hopefully I will just start healing as we fight, because that's the goal. Because I have not been fighting well. If I was performing better, I wouldn't be using it. But alas, I have not. And sure enough, it heals about 50. So I got about 100
I was just getting warmed up
for that fight.
Bring 'em on.
100 health back. So that looks like that might be useful, especially during like boss fights and stuff. Especially when they drag themselves on, because that was a pretty quick fight. So that might have been worth the skill. Oh yeah. It's 50 health, and it happens like what, every 3 to 4 seconds?
Some help to everyone.
That is not a bad skill to have. So I think we're gonna keep it. Because don't get me wrong, like first aid heals more, but first aid very rarely activated. Now granted, I didn't level up first aid that much, but first aid was expensive to level up. And first aid, I did level it up once, and it only went up by 1% when I leveled it up. So like it started at 25%, and then when I leveled it up, it was like, oh yeah, well it'll heal you 26% when you do that. I was like, don't know how I feel with that.
I was just getting warmed up.
This feels pretty good, Kay.
So I'd much rather it not do that. So we will. Where? Oh, there's a chest over here. That's what I was heading towards. Plenty of stuff with fire. Crystal. We didn't get surprised because I was able to turn around in time.
We don't have time to
Okay. I do like Limo's Cerberus stuff. Like, I think that's super cool. I will say, like, in games, I've always found summoning to be super awesome. Like, one of the coolest classes ever.
This feels pretty good, Kay.
Rush gauge, decrease rates down. That's actually a really good one, too. Like, Limo's got some pretty decent skills. That's why I don't remember if I used her or not. So, if I didn't, it could be because when I was younger, I didn't use mages much. And it's not because I don't like mages. I actually like really like mages. It was because they couldn't fight continuously. And I was afraid of them always. Well, it's not so much I was afraid. I was a hoarder. So I hated using items like ethers or I think it's blueberries in this. Blackberries. To restore MP.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
Like, it always terrified me that, like, I'd end up in the situation I'm in right now, where, like, you end up in a situation where you can't find a shop or an item or whatever, and you end up where you can't heal yourself. Speaking of not being able to do, let me heal Rainy real quick, because... And then auto healing healed all the stuff that hit me. It's actually a really good skill to have. Like, I'm actually really happy with my decision on that. And I'm usually not, especially after that boss fight. Like, that still bothered me from like 2 episodes ago. Thunder Armlet. That one might be worth utilizing in this. Compact freezing ROM. So let's take a look. For once, I didn't go on to skills first. Let's take a look at Thunder Armlet. So nullifies thunder 20% of the time, but I lose 2 intelligence and 1 defense. I'm going to do it temporarily because of the place that I'm at. Essentially, it's a good type matchup for this area because of all the lightning dudes. So let's see what's going on here. What happened on the ship? Only the Cardianon we've seen were that first group. It's been nothing but defense bots ever since. And there's another thing too. You've probably already noticed, but yeah, the damage here and there. There must have been some serious fighting on the ship. Do you think there might be something with Crow? No idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. That's Crow for you. No kidding. Alright, I'm finished here. How did it go? I'm afraid there's no way to retrieve any important information from this terminal. However, I was able to locate the ship's central generator. If we can temporarily shut it down, that would release the tractor beam. That's a pretty bold plan. But it does sound workable. Come on, let's get going. Also, I've discovered the passcode for something. Probably a door somewhere. I recorded the code down for use. Like, where's the encryption, LA? Like, they've mastered interstellar spaceflight, but like not basic computer encryption. And of course the door that we need the passcode for. I'll try inputting the passcode we found earlier. Also, store your password more than 5 feet away. It's like the metaphorical equivalent of like storing your password on a sticky note on your monitor. Oh, there's more of these dudes that
Intruder detected.
Yeah, I would say like, I am in your face.
This may look like...
Oh, bro, you got a sword and a gun? Oh yeah, they had the sword and gun already. Their guns are nothing to like stop at either. They were pretty crazy last time.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
And of course, after all that about the fire business, there's a fire guy right there.
Let's take this advantage. Eat this.
I guess we've leveled up enough that those dragon moves don't really do that much. Which I'm cool with, like 100%. But those dudes were one more difficult. I do find it interesting games where like they take what were bosses and make them regular enemies eventually. I want to say like Final Fantasy 1 did that. It was one of the first games that I ever remember actually performing that feature. They took like a what was it, a Hilgigus, I want to say, or something like that. They made you fight one like earlier in the game, and it was a boss, and then like later on you go to an island and like you just encounter Hilgiguses, and you're like, oh god, like what have I done? And it, because like you fight more than one at a time, and you fight more enemies, and you're like, oh, this is such a bad idea.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
Yeah, I mean, just getting warmed up. Yo, is it a shopping terminal? Like, of things I expected to find. Fresh sage. Yo. So, this is not what we skimp on. Because we don't want to skimp on it. These would be good to have. 30% to the party. Let's get some of them. I don't necessarily care about some of these like offensive stuff. No, I don't care about that. Usable items, other items, gunpowder, and I mean maybe I do. Should I? Let's just make sure I have at least 5. Because I can do maths. That way, in case I need them for, like, crafting, I have them. Because I think these are, like, crafting items. I think. I don't know. I'm going to use the blackberries here, here, and here. I'm going to use 2 of them there. And I'm going to buy blackberries. Because they're cheap. And then we're good there. That was super advantageous. What worries me is the fact that they let us do that. But we're gonna roll with it. But we never skimp on fresh sage. After that boss before. We will never again end up in a situation.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
Let's see what's down here. If the door will open. Yeah, Thunder Ring will open it. Let's try it. I would say what's the worst that can happen, but we just broke or used the last Thunder Ring, so the worst that can happen is we can't use the Thunder Ring anymore. So let's examine. Initiate an ID card registration. No ID card. That's the worst that can happen. we have no way of using this stuff. Get out of the way.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
Self-Destructor 3000. Alright. So now we have to go this way and down to find an ID. This is another thing in games that have always interested me. The double corridor. What purpose does this room have? So like game designers intentionally design games, right? So like everything here had to be programmed in place intentionally. So like someone sat down one day in like a boardroom and was like, all right guys, here's my game design. Here's my idea for a level. Gamers will love this. They're gonna open a door and on the other end there will be a door. There's nothing else in the room. And everyone was like, yep, let's do it. Like, let's take the time to build that room.
What is this? A morgue?
Don't say things like that.
Edge, these Cardianon are in cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
I can't begin to imagine why, but most of the Cardianon must be in stasis here.
Well, I guess that's why we haven't seen very many of them, huh?
It's so cold in here. Oh, when you're cold, the best thing to do is get moving, Kay.
You alright, Limo? Like,
Ouchie, ouch.
so you got cold enough it gave you epilepsy, girlfriend.
It's mean to trip people, Kay.
What happened, honey?
Yo.
This is one of those lizard men we fought on Lemuris.
Did they mutate inside their capsules?
Her inner sociopath came out.
Or did they
like,
mutate after they got out? Is this the same thing we saw happening on Lemuris? What the?
yeah, what do you think's coming out of them pods?
Whatever it is, it's coming this way.
Let's take a different corridor. We don't need any trouble we can avoid.
Come on, Lynn.
Okay, let's go.
Something looks like a card on his chest, but it's frozen, can't peel it off. Maybe if I could raise the temperature somehow. I mean, I can shoot fire. Like, I got a fire ring like that, boom. I can't do that to his chest. Like, I can do that. Got me silver just fine. All I'm saying. And then look at this. Another double quarter, like, beautiful. Like, I'm glad I got hit by an enemy right there, but like, again, someone designed that. Like, someone actually spent hours making that room. Like, building the box, putting the like 3D asset models over it, like making sure that like there was no touching or whatever. Like the walls didn't have to have like an area that you can switch through and like go through the sections.
Wonderful.
Like
I'm so
there's a
glad
whole section
everyone's
for
safe.
playtesting, all for that room that has nothing in it. Like they test like the no clipping and everything, all on all these sides, just for that. It is incredible to me that that's what happens. All right. Those red dudes scare me, and they're coming.
Now's the time to
Take this advantage!
And I can't believe that guy got me.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring them on.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Alright, let's see who these red dudes are. There's a save point like really close, and then I think we'll probably end up stopping there. But I kind of want to see what these lizard warriors do. You gotta get use them for a second. Blindside him a little bit. Give him the robo-dope. Oh, ambush. I forgot about that. I forgot there were 2 sets of them. They are probably not overly enthused, but
Here I come!
Oh, he's running.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring him on!
Frozen cider.
Useful experience indeed.
Oh, there was a shaman among them. I didn't even see the shaman. Mainly because I wasn't paying attention yet. I just assumed they were all warriors, so I didn't notice there was one that was different amongst them. So I can't open that door. This is going to be interesting. Please bring the ID. No, never mind. I just need the ID anyway. Something's been ripped off his chest. So we can get it. Do we... So the question is, do we make the episode a little bit longer and go the rest of the way, or do we just continue on the next episode and try to make it back and make it back? We'll probably have to go all the way and then go all the way back. So I think we'll save that for next episode. So we made quite a bit of progress through our Death Star survival mission here. So I'm going to save, and we will pick it up next time. So we were in the Calnus. We'll save here. On the brand new mothership or whatever it is. Let's see what it says. I love the double saving. Cardianon mothership B2. So next time we will finish up our Death Star, not Death Star, rescue mission and deactivate the tractor beam and get out of here. So let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section below. As always, lay the smack down the like button, and we will see you next time.